Hi everyone! Welcome to this month's Will I Buy That? The Amnesia version, in which the brands who have probably watched as much TV and film as I have collude and channel films like Memento and Matt Damon, The Bourne Identity, where the heroine has lost her memory and can't remember that she has 100 blushes, all recently bought, at home. So when the brands release a new blusher, said heroine says, "I'd like all 8 colours please, they're wonderful." Does this ring a bell? Watch on. And here we are, kicking off with a blusher. ABH is releasing these blushes, which do look really lovely, actually. The colour, I like the shades, I really do. I like, the one that I like, actually, is the pinky one. I am a pink person and I do like a pinky blush. My fear with all of these is that they're so pigmented, I end up looking like a clown or an Aunt Sally, and that's not very good. It's not a good look. I do feel that there's this whole move towards industrial strength pigments, and I'm not here for it. So if there's a delicate little pigment and I end up swatching it in store, then I might go for it, but I am not tempted, as I have made clear. I don't need more blushes in my life. I possibly need better blushes in my life, but I don't need to kind of add to the volume. The thing that I would say is if they were sheer, and they don't look sheer from the swatches, I would be tempted because, and there is one on my desk, I've just found it, actually I'd lost it. These YSL liquid ones, I'm a real fan of these. I've only got the one, actually that's not true. I have 2, I've also got Nude Lavalière, but I've lost that one as well. I don't know what it is about this shape. There's something that I don't take seriously. But anyway, this is nice and sheer and it's easy to apply on the cheeks, which is kind of where these ABHs don't look like they're at. But it's a no. I don't need more blushes if they're not going to add to my life. There's also a bronzer. Now, I'm probably a little bit more interested in this bronzer, not because I don't have any bronzers. It's just that I like the idea of it being gel to powder, and I kind of feel I want to support ABH because I think I kind of feel that maybe I'm kind of superimposing my desires onto here. I kind of feel that ABH are trying to raise their game, and I kind of feel I want to support them because I do like, I love the brow products. Some of the recent eyeshadows I thought were kind of moving in the right direction. There's a really nice sheer serum stick kind of complexion product that I used all last summer, actually. It looks like a deodorant, but that's really good. I forget the name of it, I'm sorry, hence the amnesia. And also there is the Impeccable foundation, which I'm wearing at the moment, which I really like. Most people don't seem to like this product, but I just think it's a really good product. So I kind of feel I want to support them. So I will look at these bronzers, especially as they're gel to powder. So I am interested in those and I'll give it a go. I think it's worth it. Now these Charlotte Tilbury face palettes, at my age, there's kind of no point playing hard to get, is there? Of course I'm going to want to buy, well, I will end up buying both for review purposes, but I'll definitely use the one which is lighter because the second one does look a little bit dark. However, that is kind of one of the things that I really appreciate in Charlotte Tilbury, in that she really caters for a broad range of skin tones. So kudos to them, because there's plenty of bigger brands that don't bother doing that. These look really lovely. The bit that concerns me, however, is the outside, the packaging of it, the way it looks. That covering kind of looks like it's canvas or something that might cover an airbed or something, not a luxe brand that's, listen, this is going to be more expensive than a bucket of chicken, isn't it? So I'm a bit disappointed in the packaging. I have no doubt that, well, I hope that my lack of doubt is not misplaced. I'm sure the product inside is going to be lovely, but the outside looks a bit dull. I'm kind of hoping that this isn't the finished product, but it kind of looks like it is, and it doesn't look as glamorous as I would like it to look. However, the fact that there are 3 eyeshadows and 2 face products and 2 cheek products, it just looks really nice, and the colours look good. It's going to be workable. Yeah, it's just that it's a bit disappointing, especially as her recent offerings as controversial as they have been quite glitzy. The gold and the little pink sapphires, well, I'm calling them pink sapphires, all of that's been kind of aesthetically, I would say, in keeping with the Charlotte Tilbury brand, and these kind of don't look like they are. So I'm hoping it's kind of material as opposed to, there was a moment when I just thought, God, is it plastic? Is it going to be shiny plastic? But maybe I'm focusing on the wrong bit. It's just that those price points, I want the glitz and the glamour, but of course I'm going to buy them. Of course I am. And now on to a new offering that's pending from Dior. Dior, I sometimes feel like they are a dissatisfied and therefore attention-seeking toddler, kind of constantly tugging at my jumper when actually all I want to do is have a cup of tea and look out of the window. So what they're doing now is they've got these face palettes which do look interesting. They are maximizer palettes in a new gel formula, and yet again, it's exhausting. New packaging, which actually, I mean, all right, it may well be new and it looks like it's matching in terms of the logo, the blushes, but I wouldn't say that was particularly worth the wait or worth changing, but maybe they're homogenizing the brand, as it were. And we have got 4 offerings. I think one of these looks familiar, but if it's a new formula, it's a new formula. It means that the shades will behave differently. So we've got these 4 shades. The one that I would be interested in, and I think I will pick one up, but I think I'll only pick one up, literally just the one, is the Pearly Peach Glow. The only thing I would say is I just don't want too much glitter. Now, a gel formula can be really lovely, or it can just be quite frustrating, I have found, in my experience. So it could go either way, but I will definitely give one of them a go, certainly for review purposes. I just hope that there's not going to be too much glitter, because I'm kind of over that now. I really am. I'm done. I've got enough of that and I don't feel the need to buy more. But Dior is exhausting me a little bit. It does feel pretty relentless and is not feeling very special. For me, it makes the brand not feel very special, and therefore I don't feel very special, but I'm sure I'll get over it and I'll be excited at the time. It's just that these won't come cheap and they need to be worth it. But as I said, the peachy tones, yes, I'm here for, and I will give them a go. I want to know whether you will give them a go. Dior is enduringly popular. So is this something that you're interested in, or do you feel a bit Diored out? I mean, maybe you don't, because especially if you're somebody who really, really enjoys a highlighter. I think I'm probably not as highlighty friendly as some other people are. So there may be that as well, that I'm kind of reticent and a bit reluctant, but not in an attractive girly way, more in a bad-tempered grumpy kind of way. But I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments down below. Estee Lauder holds a very special place in my heart because it was my first job as a student, and I loved the products even though they were probably a little bit too old for me because I was a young whippersnapper then. And so looking at these new products, I want to give them all a go. I just do. I used to love their eyeshadows actually back in the day. They were just a very nice creamy formula and the packaging was always kind of weighty. It does all look a little bit more, I was going to say old-fashioned. Old-fashioned isn't, it just doesn't look as bang up to date as I would like. However, the eyeshadows have got such cracking names that I feel I need to support them and give them a go. There's one that I mean, why wouldn't you buy an eyeshadow that's called Prenup? I mean, seriously, that eyeshadow is gonna give you ambition. Why not? And we've also got Money Moves, always a good thing. Poolside, I'm not there yet. Happiest Hour, that's probably the one that I'm least attracted to because that kind of fuchsia on my eyelids just makes me look like I'm having an existential crisis, and it's not a good look for me. Some people can carry that look off. It's not good for me. But the other blushes, the other eyeshadows are lovely as well. They've got some nice neutral beigey browny tones, which I am here for. Power Branch looks good. Gallery Hop, I don't know what that means. Maybe I'm squinting, maybe I'm not. And Getaway, that looks good. And Après Spree, look what they did there. I don't know. to give these a go. I would like to know whether you would have any interest in my showing these to you. They are for fall, so there's some time to go, but I don't know. I want to give these a go. I think the revamp, I'm here for the revamp. It will have taken a long time for them to kind of meet us in 2025, but I just want to give them a go from sentimental reasons, and also I think the quality will probably be there. The blushes, weirdly for me, I think there's a couple there that I'm interested in. Peach Passion looks right up my Strasser, and Pink Kiss, why not? I don't know. I mean, the now recently late and great Leonard Lauder still has a special place in my heart because he coined a phrase that was drummed into us as shop assistants, and honestly, I have carried throughout my life, which is, are you ready? Seeing is believing and trying is buying. Isn't that fabulous? So that's actually really guided me through my professional career, actually, because it is very, very true. You've got to see it to believe it, or as our late Queen here in the UK used to say, I have to be seen to be believed. And that was her reason for always wearing bright colours, so that the public could actually see her. I'm really digressing here. But anyway, these Estee Lauder products are a yes, because I'm here for it. There are also new lipsticks. Now, I've always liked the Estee Lauder formula, but I haven't always found recently, even though I tend to look at them, I've never been attracted by the colours. But this time I'm going to swatch them, and I'm going to give at least 2 or 3 a go. But I want to know what you think. Is this of interest, or do you think, oh, it's kind of the makeup equivalent of the penny farthing? We've all moved on. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. Now, Gucci looks like it's releasing 2 products in the same range, and this is a limited edition Cheeks and Eye Powder Luminous Matte. Luminous Matte is where I'm at. Honestly, I didn't mean for that to rhyme. I'm just saying that's really my thing. Also, this packaging is just so beautiful. It's just so lovely. Anyway, of the 2 colours, I am attracted by bright coral. I'm not sure whether I'll actually buy this or whether I'll wait for it to go in store and have a little swatch. I don't know. I feel with Gucci that they've got integrity, and they wouldn't release anything in terms of like just jumping on the bandwagon and just to keep up with the Joneses or anybody else. So I don't know. I kind of feel it deserves my attention, at least walking past the counter in Selfridges and having a little swipe. So I suppose that's a maybe, but probably. Yes, I know, I've got commitment issues, that's fine. I'm a work in progress, like a lot of people. Now, going on to Hourglass. Now, I am very intrigued by this. I have a lot of respect for Hourglass. I love a lot of the products, not least the tubing mascara, which I really like, and the powder. I've talked about the powder before. I have my one and only cheek palette from Hourglass is this, which is ancient now. I mean, it does feel ancient. I've worn it and worn it and worn it, and it is immortal. Nothing has happened to it. I'm not even close to hitting pan, which is why I have resisted buying another one. Although, if I could custom build my quad like you can, you lucky people in the States, I would definitely be doing that, because I do have favourites that I would like to collate. This is of interest to me, and probably for the wrong reason. I'm missing something. When this was kind of released as a leak, lots of people went bananas and they were very excited, and I was not, because I look at that and I just think, what is that? Is that the Autopsy range? Why would I want grey on my cheeks at the age of 58? Why? No, honestly, my will is not worth killing me off for. So I don't really understand it. Yes, I can see the lovely pink and mauvey shade, but I'm not sure who this is for. I don't think the old, oh, it's for the Asian market is going to wash here, because nobody wants grey on their cheek. Or do they? Do they? Let me know. What am I missing? I'm missing something, because I don't think it's a good sign when the box is more attractive than the inside, to me anyway. So I don't know. I am very perplexed. I really hope there's more, so I can get excited and I can purchase something, but that's not it. No, that's not it. Please let me know what you think. I kind of feel maybe it's more than these glasses I need, because I'm not seeing it. I'm not feeling it, as the youngsters say. Let me know. YSL are bringing out a new foundation and I am here for it. It's the All Hours Foundation and it's going to be a glowy version. We're not sure yet if it's just going to be some very light shades that possibly are only for the Asian market, and indeed whether we're going to get it. I mean, hopefully we will get it. Now, the matte version of the foundation is something I'm interested in trying, and that's only because the Anastasia matte foundation has kind of opened my eyes to the possibility of somebody as dry as me being able to wear a slightly matter finished, more matte finished foundation. The shades for YSL, it's not that they look problematic. I didn't have confidence ordering from the website, so it is something that I'm going to do in store as I wander past, so I will be doing that. So it would be nice to be able to do a compare and contrast actually between the matte and the new foundation, but I definitely want to give it a go. It's been a little while since a new foundation launched and I'm getting very itchy fingers and my brushes are getting itchy, so I would like to try it. And YSL, honestly, they've been doing an awful lot right recently, so it's just a brand I've been particularly enjoying recently. I mean, not everything, but I really have been enjoying it. So yep, I'm totally here for it as long as I can get the shade. So let's see. I'm going to cut my teeth on the matte version and hopefully find the right shade and then be able to match it onto the new formula. But yes, definitely yes. Now, this next product I wouldn't necessarily have featured in this video. However, the thing about Louboutin is I have read on and off in the last year how good the foundation is. So when I was in Harrods probably a couple of months ago, they had the stand. I wandered past and I did give the foundation a little swatch and it did look lovely, and I kind of earmarked it thinking, oh, I'll go back to it. I think now is the time for me to go into Harrods, get shade matched, try that foundation, and at the same time look at this product here. Now, I'm a bit confused because they're calling it a glam liner for lips and eyes, and I don't want red on my eyes, but maybe there's a bigger range. I don't really know anything about this. So there are several shades. Of course, at least 2 or 3 are of interest as a lip liner. I wear a lip liner every single day. I'm always here for a good lip liner, and why not have one with really amazing packaging? So yeah, I'm totally here for it. It launches quite soon, so I think I'm going to shimmy on down to Harrods, although I think Selfridges has Louboutin as well. But anyway, either way, I will do that and get quite a few products and maybe do a cheeky little Louboutin video. Let me know if you've tried anything from the range, because I will take your guidance, and maybe there's something that you love, or maybe that you weren't that sure of, or maybe even something that you would like to try and haven't, and it might be useful for me to buy it and we have a look at it together. Do let me know. So I'm kind of using these lip pencils as a kind of prompt, because I just think, I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure how it'll go, but I'm looking here at my notes. It does just look, yeah, I've actually written, it's a good excuse to go to Harrods. Well, there you go. Apparently I need an excuse to go to Harrods, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, these lip liners, these are kind of one size fits all, aren't they? So it's a question of whether you love the color, but if they're one size fits all, unlike the shoes, which I could never get my feet into, maybe this is just a way of me becoming a Louboutin kind of girl. But yeah, you will probably see some in future videos. As I sit here, the sun's blazing, I've got a bit of a tan, I'm wearing sandals, would you believe it? And occasionally we need to have the fan on, or a little bit of cheeky air conditioning. So one's thoughts naturally turn to Christmas. Here's the thing. There are 2 things that we know are in the pipeline, so let me show them to you. First is a new holiday YSL quad. Take a look at this picture and you tell me which one you think is the new one. It's actually the one that is the top left. Now, this is slightly my frustration with these quads from YSL. they have ended up being, for me, like one of those spot the difference tests, or one of those non-verbal reasoning tests that I remember having to help my children through in order to get into a school, in that I can't tell the difference, and I don't think most people would necessarily be able to tell the difference unless you were taking a particularly forensic approach to eyeshadow, which we've all been there, and I know I do as well. But really, are they taking the mickey a little bit? Maybe. So here we have 4 shades of beige. They are nudes and they've got a lovely packaging. Look at the packaging. It's gold and it looks very holiday-like, doesn't it? And it also has got that quality that I feel I can be able to run my fingers along it and make a Zimmer kind of noise, which will be fun, but short-lived and not worth £52 or whatever the price is going to be. So I find that a bit annoying. Now, it is in keeping with the holidays, isn't it, that people have had enough and they end up rowing. But I don't want to have a row with YSL because there is so much in the brand that I love. But this, to me, very, very hard to get excited by. As I said, if you've got a friend who doesn't have any eyeshadows and has never bought an eyeshadow ever in her life, maybe that's a good gift for her. In contrast to YSL, look at what Lancome is offering, or will be offering rather. This is very exciting. There are going to be 2 colorways, and I'm assuming in these lovely pictures, these are the 2 colorways, so they are slightly deeper. So we've got in the first one, we've got an aquamarine with some lovely kind of neutral shades and a soft blush. And look at the embossing on that, absolutely lovely. And then when we go to the deeper version, there's not the aquamarine, there's more of a kind of it's a teal, but not quite. Looks metallic, and the blush looks good. It all looks lovely. Now, if you look at the packaging looks rather interesting. It's got a lovely soft pink to it, and it kind of looks like there's a lipstick holder on either side. I'm kind of looking down because I'm kind of looking at my phone to look at the same images that you're seeing to my left. I don't know how that's going to work. This is very mysterious. The other thing that we don't know, or I don't know at least to date, correct me if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, is the divine Lisa Eldridge going to be the person who has curated these colours and is behind the formulas? Because she has got excellent form with Lancome, and I am absolutely here for it. Although I do want to say that the recent Cafe Latte eyeshadow palette, the quality of that was really very, very good indeed. But I'm just kind of hoping it's Lisa Eldridge because really lovely. So I'm here for these. I'm definitely going to buy both. I'm definitely going to review both. I'd like to know what lipstick would go in there. And I do wonder if there's something cheeky that might be being offered there. I don't know, because it's on both sides. So I don't think Lancome would kind of sell something without something else being in those hollows. I don't know. But this is very exciting. And I think it's nice to end this video with a bit of a bang and not a whimper, because this is something that I definitely would find desirable, and also I'd just like to say would definitely make the most delightful gift in contrast to the YSL. This is the gift worth giving, I feel. Are any of these really exciting to you? Is it going to be the Lancome, or is it going to be anything else in this video? Let me know. And also, do you like these kind of videos, or do you find them a bit tiresome because you might have already seen stuff in social media, and actually maybe it takes the surprise element away from your purchasing and your kind of window shopping, because that way it kind of takes the fun away. Do let me know. I love hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.